Hi everyone and welcome back. So I started this diet, metabolic and weight loss diet that goes for 28 days, and here's just a look at my day-to-day of my diet basically. So here I am cooking my breakfast, which only consists of vegetables, and mind you, I am not allowed to have any sugar, so I am preparing for my dinner some veggies, and also I'm just allowed to have about 100 grams of protein, so that could be chicken, meat, eggs, you name it. So yeah, anyways, with the vegetables as well, and by the way, we're not allowed to have any fruits as well, so we are eliminating any sugar, and the reason for that is basically so our body can use its own insulin to burn all the fat off. Yeah, so no carbs, no sugar, just veggies. And even with veggies, there's limited basically. We have a list of what we can have, what we can't have. So this is my day 3 of starting my diet, and like I said, it goes for 28 days. So I'm trying to basically mix and match and make it a bit more interesting. So I decided to cook a lot of veggies, obviously those that are permitted, cook them up, spice them up, and mix them all together in order to get more flavor and to get all the fibers, all the, you name it, all the important nutrients that we need for our body. And yeah, so I filled up the pot, by the way, and mind you, I cooked a lot, so it can actually last me for few days because, as you guys might all know, I am a healthcare worker, and yeah, it's quite hard to cook every day. Here I put some sprout beans. I'm not sure if it was allowed, but hey, sneak peek. So anyway, my all-time favorite is lemon and pepper salt, and lots of lemon flavor, guys, flavor. Yeah, so I did put a lot of lemon, as you can see over there. And like I said, I was cooking quite a lot of it. I also decided to add like mushrooms. I forgot actually to add these mushrooms. So I obviously just remembered. So I was like, you know what? I'll come and wash it. And yeah, give them a bit of a cut, and yeah, just add them into the pot. I mean, who cares, right? Like if mushrooms are not as cooked or didn't cook as much, does it really matter, does it? I mean, the end of the day, some people eat mushrooms uncooked, obviously. So I was like, you know what? I'll just mix it. The food was almost ready, as you can see over there. The veggies were starting to get cooked. You've got all the different types of veggies, even turnips. Like, I don't even eat turnips, guys. Like, but anyways, I decided to give it a go. It turned out amazing. After I finished, I decided to hit the gym. So I went for a gym class, which is like a bicycle class. It was amazing, you all. Came back home, then I started to cook my protein. I went with halloumi, first time actually to eat halloumi or to even cook it. I didn't know how, but again, I mean, it's quite straightforward, self-explanatory. So yeah, I went for frying. Even with oil, we're not allowed to have all these kind of oils. So the main ones we're allowed to is extra virgin olive oil. So yeah, I had to measure my halloumi. Then I decided to cook it on the frying pan. Always had to put my special sauce or spices there. Again, the 100 gram is not much, y'all. My kids decided to suss up what's happening. They were like, yuck, they didn't really like the food. But you know what? Gotta do it for the diet, guys. So anyways, it was all cooked. Time to plate it. And as you can see, it's not much. The 100 gram of protein, it's not much at all. I plated up, and I actually had to make sure that I measure. I didn't buy the measuring cups at the time, so I had to measure it. This was equal to 1.5 cups of vegetable that we allowed. It does look a lot in the plate, as you can see there, but it wasn't actually much, to be honest with you. So that's what we allowed to eat. This was my lunch that I had to eat. So we have to actually have only 3 main courses, or 3 what do you call, three times of food a day. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, morning 8 to 10, 8 to 6, 12 o'clock, and then, well, 12 to 1, and then 5 to 7, between those times. I then hit the gym again. I went on the bicycle for 42 minutes. Well, technically it was 45 minutes. This was the next day. After the bicycle, I then hit the boxing for another half an hour, and then I came home. So I thought I might just make patties, because again, I'm not allowed to have any bread. So I got fresh patties, and it has to be beef, or obviously we have to have lamb. I got a beef one, and yeah, I made it like a patty. I then decided to use this, it's not lettuce, I forgot the name, but I decided to use those leaves in order to make it into a bun. Added onion, as always. I love my onion, guys. Oh my god, if you know me, I love onion. I could eat onion on my sleep, I'm telling you. Anyways, but yeah, so after having the onion, I decided to sprinkle some lemon and avocado. You gotta make the sandwich or a burger interesting. If you don't have a bun, this works, guys. I mean, again, it's for 28 days, so I need to try and make sure that I make the food interesting and appealing as much as I can as well, so I can enjoy the food. So this was my lunch. And as you can see there, I was running late. That was the fiber that I'm supposed to drink before the lunch, about 11 o'clock. I love my chili, guys. I love my chili. Anyways, so I decided to have my lunch at 12:30, which I then had half an hour to finish off. I had to measure it. So this is the measuring cup I got. I have to make sure it's 100 gram. Always have to have the pepper. So as you can see, I sandwiched it up. It looks pretty good, and oh my god, I'm telling you, it was amazing. Like, for a person who doesn't really eat bread much, but again, I love eating fufu or sida, this was really amazing. I mean, I can't have flowers as well, so no sida. This is basically my dinner. So for my dinner, what I did was I had cooked chicken. I then decided to put some spices and apple cider vinegar. And same thing, I was like, you know what? Again, can't have bread, so I might as well just make it into a burger, or I don't know, a wrap, whatever you want to call it. I think it's more like a wrap rather than a burger, but yeah, so I decided to do that, making it interesting, and I'm telling you all, this was amazing. I guess lettuce could have been a bit better, but yeah, it's not the actual lettuce. I don't know if you know the name of it. Please put it down. I forgot the name of it, but this is what I got. I had to change the whole fridge, y'all. Had to get so many greens, but also keeping in mind the kids. So I'm cooking different food for the kids and different for myself. These are the supplements I take in the morning, and this is the drink I was taking. And yeah, this is basically day 5. I am cooking up lunch again. So my lunch is, again, we are allowed only 2 eggs if we're gonna have, so it's protein, either 2 eggs, 100 grams of grass-fed beef or grass-fed lamb, or we can have halloumi, also 100 gram, chicken 100 gram. So you know what, I was like, I am gonna do scrambled eggs with the 2 eggs today. And we're not allowed to have any milk as well or yogurt, so but we can actually have pure pure cream. So yeah, I decided to cook with pure cream. Never cooked it before, but I was like, you know what, let's give it a go. As usual, I'm always running light for the fiber to drink it, so I'm always ending up drinking it about 12 o'clock, which means I have to leave about half an hour space in order to eat the food. initially we have to have it at 11 o'clock, and then our food needs to be from 12 o'clock. But you know what, with life being busy as it is, it's hard to keep up on the time frames that we are being told. But you know what, I'll try my best anyway. Here I decided to have lots of, well, half of avocado, because again, I mean, you gotta get some of that protein up. And also, like, you know, I wanna make it interesting. I wanna kind of put some color into it and some flavors as well. Onion, told you before, love my onion. So yeah, this, like I said, it was day 5, I believe. Yeah, so it is going good so far. Not feeling hungry as much, because again, we are having the supplements. So the supplements, like I was telling you, have to have it in the morning between 6 to 8. And then we have to have our breakfast early. That's why I haven't actually posted the breakfast, because juggling kids and everything, it's been hard to try and take videos of it. But yeah, we have the breakfast between 6 to 8, and then we have our fiver 11 o'clock, and then we have to have our lunch between 12 to 1, and that's a cutoff. Then we have our dinner, which is 5 to 7. And as you can see here, I mean, regardless of not having bread, it was appetizing. As you can see on the side there, that was my tea. We are allowed to have 1 tea, 1 coffee, or 2 coffee or 2 teas per day, and has to be before midday. Which, what I did is having them all together with my hydrolyte or lemon drink. So we have to have hydrolyte, which is quite important for you, and it's a fresh hydrolyte that you can make it at home. It is highly encouraged to make it at home, so we don't have any preservatives or any sugars. So what I did was just put some lemon and some salt, pure lemon, salt, and water. And yeah, it literally becomes like hydrolyte that you buy it from the shop, but with chunks in it. And yeah, this is my snapshot into my 3 days of diet. So day 5, I did miss 2 days anyway. But anyway, so I'll show you guys. I've been quite busy as well with the diet, work, kids, studying. But yeah.